Hi guys and welcome to my review of Boku no Hero Academia chapter 158. An interesting chapter that discusses and explains what Chisaki wants to do, what his goal is. And it seems he actually shares a little bit of background with Shigaraki when it comes to heroes just not being there for him and him being saved by someone who is, should we call it evil? So in this case, he was saved by a mafia boss or yakuza leader, and he wants to repay that debt by restoring the yakuza to their former glory. Like we knew this already, but we just didn't know why. And it's because he has his debt to repay, and he wants to use Eri for that by controlling the basically controlling fights between villains and heroes. So he gives the villains the ability to take weight quirks, and then he will give the heroes the ability to restore those quirks. And of course that will gain them loads of money and loads of power. But it is also very inhumane because obviously Eri is just a product to be used here. And even the Yakuza guy is like, okay, what is human life to you? And he's just like, no, but I want to do this! Because he's a spoiled brat who does not understand human emotion and just basic, compassion. Just, no. So we get his backstory, and it's like, I understand where you're coming from, but I do not know. It's like the Stain situation again. It's like you understand where they're coming from, because there's definitely something wrong with the system. But I think of all the people we've met so far, not that we know exactly what Shigaraki wants, but Chisaki is definitely the most twisted so far, in my opinion, because he says to Deku, ooh, you heroes are trash, and you have this stupid small sense of justice that's just like looking right in front of you, and there you see where justice can be brought, and you're just like, you don't see the big picture. Yet what he wants to do is to control what heroes and what villains get what powers. So definitely I think his own worldview is a little twisted, and what he says isn't completely true, because he is trying to do something for himself here. Where someone like Stain, he was not satisfied with how the hero world was, and he tries to or tried doesn't try anymore, but he tried to exterminate the heroes who weren't who didn't have the values of a true hero. And while what he did was definitely wrong, his worldview was definitely not as twisted, and his train of thought was still definitely not as twisted, even if it was twisted, as Chisaki's here. And again, Shigaraki, again, we know he's insane, but there's, as the main villain, he probably has a much better reason than this. But we know that they stem from the same, the heroes didn't save me, but the person who did, I'm gonna repay that debt, and I'm gonna do something good for the world, somehow. But it was interesting to see what his reasoning behind all this was, and how he was like, you don't get to have Eri because you don't value her product, and it's like, no, but we value her as a person, so we're gonna save her. And I really like Deku's resolve as well with, well, I may have a small sense of justice when it comes to like just saving what's in front of me, but if I can't do that, how can I ever hope to save everyone if I can't save the person I see in front of me suffering? And that's a good point, because All Might said that as well for a long time ago. It's like, I can't save everyone, but I can save the people that I can see are in need of being helped and saved. Because you can't be everywhere at once. There'll always be people who are in need that you can't see, you don't know they're in need, or you just can't get to them. But you can save the people around you, and that's the best you can do. So yeah. An interesting clash of ideals, not as interesting as with the Stain thing, because again, the logic doesn't really line up with Chisaki, but it's quite interesting to see how determined he is to do this, because even though he's doing it for the person who saved him, he's so determined to do this that even when the person said no, that's literally an inhumane thing to do, he still continues doing it because he feels like it's the right thing to do, when it's not. So yeah, it's it really it really shows what kind of character that he is. And then of course we have the little Night Eye thing by the end, where Uraraka's like, is Deku really gonna be killed? And Night Eye's like, well, I definitely saw it, but this is, and it's probably because what he's seeing right now doesn't line up with what he saw in the vision, because Deku has the ability to change the future, I guess. I still hope Night Eye dies. It seems more likely that he's gonna survive now, because I don't know why Uraraka stopped moving to the damn ambulance to ask that question. I mean, he has a freaking spike inside of him, but I really don't know. But I still hope that he does die, because Boku no Hero, for all that it does, it has had a lack of death. And obviously I am a One Piece fan, so I'm pretty much used to that, but one thing that Naruto did really well was it was not scared, like Kishimoto was not scared of killing off characters for good. I mean, he brought them back as zombies by the end, but they were still dead. And I really want Boku no Hero to not fall into the One Piece where don't kill characters. I mean, I've expressed my opinion of why I think we've had so few character deaths so far, and I do think we'll get more, but in the line of work that they're in, and with all the death talk that has been, and with the giant death flag on All Might, I do think that we should have a few deaths soon. And like, noticeably one, like very important character deaths. Night Eye would be a very, very good one to kill off. Obviously All Might as well, but it's like with All Might, there's it has to be the perfect moment to kill him off. I don't think I've ever talked about how exactly I want All Might to die, but I have like specific vision for how I want him to die. But yeah, I still hope Night Eye dies. So yeah, I think that concludes the end of my review here. Oh yeah, of course, next week we're on break because Horikoshi is gathering data. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but apparently he's doing something, which is good. It's okay to take a break. Obviously Oda does it a lot, and it's fine. I'll try to get the Kachan analysis up. I've tried so hard to. I already made a video and I hated it so much I had to basically just delete it again because I hated it so much. But the problem with this, I have so many thoughts about it, and I really do not want to make it too long because my first Sanji analysis was an hour long, and I think, personally, I think that's too long. I really want to make it about half an hour, and that's really hard because I have so many thoughts, so I have to like narrow it down a little bit. But I've written like so many outcasts and drafts, so hopefully I have a video ready next week instead of a chapter review. So let's hope I'll be able to do that. But you can leave a like if you like anything that I have to say. Leave in the comments below what you thought of this chapter, and you can subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, bye.